Hello. Most of you know me. For those of you that don't, my name is Will Lee. I was asked to give a God story, which is easy for me to do because I like collecting God stories. I love hearing people's God stories, how they came to know Christ. It's one of my favorites. But I was asked to give a story that related to me or something that I see God doing here at our church. And so the story I'd like to tell today is a story about me in 1996 and the power of prayer. I was in a really bad car wreck in 96, a month after I'd married Beth, and found myself in a coma and likely fixing to die. And God woke me up in that coma and gave me a vision of all the people that were currently and actively praying for me. That would have been my home church, Bethel Baptist Church, and this church as well, my wife's church, First Baptist Church. Specifically, he showed me people that were praying for me, like my grandma, my new wife, and my parents, other members of both churches, things that I couldn't have seen or known. God revealed this to me. And what I want to relate to you is, it's not the power of their prayers, it's the power of my God. See, God said, I can take you home. And I believe that I was ready to die. I was in an immense amount of pain, and I would have been glad to go to heaven. And I can remember all of these details. I really wasn't sure why God hadn't called me home. And God revealed this to me in a vision of all these people that were praying for me. And what he stated to me was, I can take you home now, or we can answer these prayers that are being prayed for you. And I agreed to do that. And God told me that I'm going to ask you to draw in breath, and I'm going to breathe my breath of life back into you. And I started to do that, and He woke me up out of that coma, and He delivered me from that hospital. I wouldn't be here today if it weren't for the prayers of others. And the power of my God and the willingness to answer those prayers. Now, I've went on to see God empower people through prayer over and over again. I can speak to instances where people have been healed and saved, have come to salvation through the power of prayer, prayers that I've been able to be active in. God has led me to be able to pray like those people that were praying for me, to intercede for people in need. And that is truly a gift, to be able to be part of that. In a church like this that is actively praying for others, interceding, and then we get to see God answer those prayers. He is glorified through those prayers. In our weakness, God is made perfect. And He allows us to join Him in that. And so if I can attest to one thing that I've seen God do here, that's He answers prayer. And He is faithful to answer our prayers. And I want to ask you, are you living a prayerful life? Have you been empowered by the Holy Spirit in the way that He wants to empower us? And when we're willing to intercede for others, when we're willing to pray for the things that God is concerned about, I think you'll live that life. I see many people here at this church living a life like that, and I'm proud to be part of that. This is something I wanted to share with you. Thank you.